We're here at the Waikīkī Aquarium meeting Melissa Iwamoto, who is with the Pacific Islands Ocean Observing System. That is quite a mouthful.
It is.
I know there's an acronym that's easier for people to remember.
Yes. Well, first, thank you so much for having me,
Thank
Layla.
you.
Yes, so the Pacific Islands Ocean Observing System, it's a mouthful, but for short, we call it PacIOSS. And what we do is we believe that coastal and ocean information helps save lives and protects livelihoods.
And that's a big task. It's a big chore. It's a big labor of love for you.
It is, completely. And so what we really aim to do is make sure that we provide and empower our stakeholders by providing accurate and reliable coastal and ocean information that is easy to access and easy to use.
You know, as an island, we are sinking, which islands do, and at the same time water is rising. How do you help people understand that there's a natural flow of the environmental changes, and at the same time there's ways that we can protect ourselves?
Yeah, I think one of the most important things, especially in the short term, which is kind of the timeline that we deal with, is making sure that you're well informed so that you can be safe and you can keep your family safe, as well as your property. So one of the things we do is provide wave run-up forecasts where you can, in the short term, up to 6 days in advance, know what the sea level is, but then on top of that, what the waves are doing and how that's impacting the shoreline.
I'm sure surfers appreciate that.
Definitely, they do, yes. We also have wave buoys out in the water that surfers love, and they, you know, depending on how much you surf, some of them check them daily to know which breaks to go to, which part of the islands, and things like that.
So this location at the Waikīkī Aquarium is very special for you as well.
One of the things that we have right outside the aquarium that most people wouldn't know about is a water quality sensor, just to monitor the status of the water quality and the characteristics. How is it doing with fresh water, with temperature, which are all really important for the coral reefs.
How did you get involved in this topic?
That's a great question. Just a love of the ocean, really. And I work with mostly all oceanographers and marine biologists. I myself am a social scientist, so I love just making that connection between the scientists and then the public and the community, and as well as the agencies that need the information.
Do you do group tours to specific places, or do you work with children in schools?
When the Waikīkī Aquarium, for example, has the Malko Makai event, we come, we have a booth, and we do educational opportunities for the kids. So I mentioned water quality before. We'll have, for example, little buckets with different levels of soil in them to show water clarity and how important that is and what that means and how you measure it. So we do things like that, which are really fun.
What would you want people to do with the information?
One of the things they can do that's very easy is go to our website, PacIOSS.org, and just know what the conditions are going to be, what they are now, and also forecasting out a couple days.
What's a memory you have of something that was really successful or that gave you a sense that what you're doing is important?
I think one of the things that comes to mind almost immediately is there was a stand-up paddleboarder, I think it was a year or two ago, that lost his paddle right off in Waikīkī, right off shore here. And so he went adrift. He couldn't get back into shore. The waves were bigger than he knew. And he started just floating up towards on the west coast, towards Waianae. And with our short-term ocean current models, the U.S. Coast Guard was able to predict where he would be, and they rescued him. So that really hit home that what we're doing is really important and really, truly does save lives.
Yes, well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, inform us, and also for the important work that you do.
Oh, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. We've been chatting here at the Waikīkī Aquarium with Melissa Iwamoto from the Pacific Islands Ocean Observing System. Thank you for being with us.